powder per kilo.
Body dress to impress, no stress, though they're waiting. I keep them waiting. Makeup on fleek, high heels, ripped jeans.
Hey loves, it's your girl Antoinee, aka Nate, and we are back with another video. If you're a new subscriber, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, hey love. So in today's video, I'm pretty much going to be going over how to start a acrylic nail supply store and pretty much how I started my whole acrylic nail supply journey and what I did and the steps I took to get my business to where it's at now. So I have a few things written down on my notebook pretty much on how I started my acrylic nail supply company. Just to give you guys a little background, so during COVID, I started doing nails in my mom's basement, and I pretty much was doing a really good job at doing nails. I'll insert some clips of when I actually started doing nails. I really had a good following base. I was doing pretty good. So when I was doing nails, I would always come across products that were really expensive, and the quality wasn't always the best, especially for beginners. I just never felt that the quality was always the best for beginner nail techs. So what I decided to do was to start my own nail supply company. It wasn't really a lot of nail supply companies out there, and it still kind of is not a lot of nail supply companies that are small business owned. So I was just like, why not start my own? I had a nice following base. A lot of my clients pretty much bought my nail supplies. A lot of nail techs also bought some of my nail supplies. And that's how I pretty much grew to be what I am now, and I'm still growing, still learning. I have so much more to do for my business, and this is just the beginning of my business, really. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into what I have written down on my notes. First thing I had to do was I had to get my LLC and EIN number. So your LLC is pretty much making having an LLC is pretty much making you have a company pretty much. I live in Georgia, so for me, filing an LLC might be different for you filing an LLC in another state. If you want me to give you guys a tutorial on how to file an LLC in Georgia, I most definitely will give you guys a tutorial. Also with that EIN number, that's like your tax identification number for your business. So that's like your business social security number. So you want to make sure you have those two things when you're starting your company. So again, you want to make sure you have your LLC, and you want to make sure you have your EIN number, which is really easy to get. If you guys need help and you guys want a video of how to get your LLC and EIN number, drop some comments down in the comment box below and I will help you guys. Also, when it comes to your LLC and your EIN number, you want to make sure you have those two things, because if anything ever happens and someone wants to sue you, they're not actually suing you, they're suing your company. So your company and you are two different entities. So you just want to make sure you're legally protected, and that's why you need to have an LLC and EIN number. The next thing I have written down is for you to establish what your logo and what your theme colors will look like for your business. So I pretty much created my own logo, my own theme. I did all of that by myself. But it's a lot of people that can create logos for you if you're not really that savvy at creating logos. And I created my logo using either Canva or PixArt. I can't really remember, it might be Canva. But it was super easy for me to create my logo, and I also saved money creating my own logo. Again, if you guys want a video on how to create your own logos, leave some comments down in the comment box below and I'll definitely get those videos out for you. I'll show you what my logo looks like, because I happen to have some stickers right here of what my logo first looked like, and I pretty much stuck with this logo. And this is pretty much what my logo looks like, and I'll also insert what my logo looks like on the screen somewhere. But my company is called Acrylic, pretty much the enunciation of how you actually say acrylic. And I love hearts. I'm in a heart trend right now, as you can see I have some heart earrings. I love hearts, so I kind of incorporated what I loved into my company, and that's how I pretty much just got my logo. I always wanted to do something that stood out, so I actually did some Google research, and I researched what colors you should make your company logos. And a few things came up, and they said some things about blue. I'll put that on the screen somewhere. I really can't remember why I chose blue, but it was for the specific reason that Google showed me, and they said it grabbed the audience and it was just a vibrant color for customers. Alrighty, so number 3 when it comes to starting an online nail supply business is your website. So when I first started my online nail supply store, I was always using Shopify. I know it's other things out there like Big Cartel, Wix, etc. Me personally, I like Shopify. You do get a free trial, but after the free trial, I believe you have to pay $29 a month for Shopify. But I really like the apps and all the other accessories that's integrated with Shopify. I use a lot of Shopify features. They give you algorithm hacks. They give you tips on how to engage with your customers more. I even like the shipping process with Shopify. I just love Shopify altogether. But again, they do have other sources out there like Big Cartel, Wix, and etc. Specifically, when it came to Shopify, I like the integration for email marketing. I email market a lot and text message market a lot. So they have applications on there where you can integrate that stuff onto your Shopify account for you to get more sales. So that's personally why I chose Shopify. Next we have on the list is your business address. When it comes to your business address, I would personally recommend for you to not use your home address. And there's a few reasons why. Specifically, one reason why. If you have a business and you do returns, your address is printed on those packing slips and everybody will know where you live. So for me, I personally recommend that you either get a P.O. box if you're first starting out. I use my office as my shipping address, so people do not really know what my actual address is. For safety reasons, of course, I don't want anybody to know where I live at. So I always just suggest that you get a P.O. box, or if you actually have an office space, use your office space. You can get a P.O. box with UPS, and you can get a P.O. box with USPS, which is the regular postal services. Also with this, I also say that it's important for you guys to get a business email, and this is kind of also integrated with Shopify. So with Shopify, you can also do a business email. They give you your domain. You have to pay for all of these features. But again, I highly think it is worth it, being that you are protected and you have your business looking professional. You always want to look professional as a business. So having a address that's not your home address, having an email, having a phone number associated with your business, it always gives you that professional look that you need. And I highly suggest to use all of those features with Shopify if that's who you choose to work with. Alrighty, so one of the biggest, I'm gonna say this is kind of the biggest thing when it comes to starting a acrylic online nail supply store is vendors, research your products, etc. You want to make sure that the products that you're selling to your customers are quality products. You want to make sure that the products are not harmful to your customers because they're using that on their clients. You want to make sure that you do research on the products that you will be selling. I do have a vendors list on my website. The vendor list is only $15 right now on the website. It normally retails at $50, and it gives you pretty much everything you need to start an online acrylic nail supply store. So when it comes to inventory, when it comes to finding your vendor, you want to make sure that you're searching things. You want to make sure that you test things out. Once you get further along in your company, you're going to realize that you don't really like something anymore and you want to go to something new. So I'm going to be showing you a few of my products and what I currently sell now on my nail supply store and how pretty much I found my vendors. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is my jars. So this is the first jar I not ever started with, but this is one of the recent jars that I had for my nail supply store. It was actually just a regular 1 ounce jar, and I had to manually put the stickers, which are these. I had to manually take these stickers on every jar and wrap these stickers around my jars. I had about 1,000 jars that I had to manually wrap. I had sizes 1 ounce, 2 ounces, and 4 ounce jars that I had to manually wrap every time. And I kind of got tired of it. But at the time, that was in my budget. I didn't have the money to get my logo printed on jars because that is so much more. When you start dealing with these vendors, you have to have a minimum quantity that you can even purchase before they allow you to start printing on jars. And that's a whole nother topic for finding vendors. If you guys want a video on how to specifically just find a vendor, just let me know because I can help you with that too. But again, these were my 1 ounce jars that I had to manually wrap the logos around every time. These 1 ounce jars, if you open it up, comes with a little protective little cap. But I was getting feedback about this cap that when I was shipping my products out, that they were leaking, that they were spilling. So I just pretty much had to upgrade my jars. So now my jars look a little something like this. This is the jar that I currently have. It's a printed logo on the whole entire jar. I did not have to wrap my logos around. So I have my acrylic logo on the front of the jar, and then at the bottom it says 1 ounce acrylic powder. On the back, it gives you some information. And then on the top, I have my heart logo, and it says acrylic as well. These jars come with a protective lid on it that you have to physically peel off. And it's pretty much leak proof. And how this works, they already come like this, but I can show you again. All you have to do is literally just put that film inside of there. Once you turn this onto this lid, once you turn it onto the lid and you take it off, that film is already on there and it's ready to go. Brand new. You can tell nobody used it because this film is on it. You can tell the upgrade. This quality looks way better than the quality I had when I first had to start wrapping this logo around the jars. But again, you want to make sure that you can do what's in your budget. So at the time, this was in my budget and this wasn't. Next, when it comes to your vendor, if you're the type of nail supply store that want to sell monomer, you want to make sure that you're doing your monomer research. Not all monomer is EMA monomer. Some monomer is used for dental services and some monomer is used specifically for nails. So you want to do your monomer research. You want to test out your monomer. You also want to soak your monomer off a nail to make sure that it's dissolving the proper way. A next product that I have that I also sell in my store are custom nail brushes. So right now on my store, I have custom nail brushes in sizes 10, 12, and 14. So these custom nail brushes have my logo on the handles and it has the size of the nail brush, and they're pretty much blue crystal like nail brushes. And I try to keep, again, you want to keep the theme of your company together. So that's why I chose these blue acrylic nail brushes. Again, you want to make sure that you're testing these products out before you even sell them. So before I even order a whole bunch of those in bulk, I ask for one to test out, and sometimes you have to pay for it or sometimes you just have to pay for shipping. It just depends. And then that's how you can go ahead and see if that's what you specifically like. So typically when you order powder from vendors, they come in a kilo. So you're ordering acrylic powder per kilo. So this is pretty much a kilo of acrylic powder. 1 kilo can give you a good 50 to 60 1-ounce jars, depending on how big your 1-ounce jars are. And maybe even a little bit more depending on how much powder you're actually putting in those jars. But this is a kilo of acrylic powder. This is my color chili on my website. I actually write the names of the powder on the bags because when they give them to you, they give them to you in like the number. So I actually name my acrylic powder, so I write the names on my bags. And when it comes to acrylic powder, you want to make sure that your acrylic powder is pretty much buttery. I like buttery acrylic. I don't like my acrylic to be running. And I'll insert a clip of me trying out some of our acrylic powder, which we have on our site. So I'll go ahead and insert a clip of me pretty much just showing you guys my acrylic powder and how it is used on a nail. Okay, so just a few more random things that I sell on my website just to give you guys a feel of what you could sell when you're starting a nail supply store. I have my own nail glue with my logos on the nail glue. That's my logo. I sell nail polishes. This is our disco gel. Pretty much a glittery gel polish. And that is also sold on our website. Just to give you guys a feel of what items you can or possibly would like to sell on your website. I have custom nail files on our website. I have aprons because you know when you're doing nails as a nail tech, you get so dusty. So that's why I got these custom aprons on my website. I sell things from accessories like dust brushes. I I also sell things such as nail charms. Everybody loves nail charms. So these are some nail charms that you could possibly sell. This nail charm that I have on my finger right now. Okay, so this nail charm that's on my nail right now, I sell it. So I'm pretty much advertising my company on a daily basis wearing my nail supply stuff. So the next thing I have to talk about is pretty much packaging, and that kind of goes into what your brand is. So packaging pretty much will help you stand out from other companies, and it's pretty much how you package your items. So a lot of things I use for packaging, I like to use blue poly mailers. When it gets around the holiday season, I like to use different kind of tissue papers. Like for Halloween, I had some Halloween tissue paper that I put inside each package for the whole month of October, and I'll show you what that looks like. So during Halloween, I would put this Halloween tissue paper inside each package order that I would get, because that's just something different to do. You want to stand out from the next person that's selling nail supplies, so you want to stand out. So what I thought was kind of cool was to get some Halloween tissue paper. It's October, you can do it in December, you can do it around Thanksgiving time, etc. Also, a part of packaging, you also want to make sure that you're including thank you cards in every order. This will get you more sales. And on that thank you card, you want to give them a coupon code on the thank you card so they can continue to shop, and you're showing your appreciation that they shopped on your website, and you're giving them a discount code to shop again. Also, what I like to do personally, I'm not sure if everyone likes to do this, but I like to include stickers. As you can see, it's my logo, and this was around Halloween time. So I had like a ghost face on the sticker, and then I had some bat stickers with my logo on it, and that just makes packaging fun. Who wants to open a boring dull package and just get their items? You want to have some fun stuff in your packing for customers that want to keep shopping. I know when I opened up my Apple Watch, Apple had a perfect package. Like, the packing was so cute, I didn't even want to throw it away. So that's the kind of feel you want to give your customers when they're opening up their packages. They want to see cute little things in there just to show that you're actually putting thought into your business. The next thing you want to think about when you're starting your company is extra packing supplies. So when it comes to boxes, when it comes to packing foam, when it comes to the poly mailers, you want to think about that and incorporate that into your prices as well. Specifically for me, I go to Uline and get a lot of my supplies because it comes in bulk, and the more you buy things in bulk, the cheaper the prices will be. So I'll show you guys some of my things that I got from Uline because it's just that cheap, and you can use it for a long time, but you want to also incorporate that into your budget. I would say you would incorporate that into your budget, because that's something, me personally, when I first started out, I put everything into the products, everything into what I was selling. But when it came time for me to actually ship these products, I had no boxes, I had no poly mailers, I had nothing to ship these in. So I had to come out of my actual pocket, because it wasn't in my budget, to buy extra boxes for me to ship these items out in. So I'll show you what I have specifically box-wise and show you how I ship my items out. Okay, so it's just easier for me to just bring my camera over here and show you guys. So these are some large poly mailers that I have, because when I ship out my nail brushes, they do not fit in these poly mailers that I have. They're too small. So I had to upgrade to some bigger poly mailers to ship specifically my nail brushes and anything else that will come in that big order. I have some packing peanuts. I love using packing peanuts because it pretty much protects anything that you're shipping in your order. This large thing of packing peanuts is only $17 at Uline, guys. It was only $17 for this big old thing of packing peanuts. Versus if you was to like to go to Staples or something, you're gonna pay a lot of money for these packing peanuts. As you can see, I have my Uline book right here, and I pretty much just go on this book right here and order things from them, like boxes and etc. Something else that's cool, I have my own packing tape. So this tape, once it gets wet, it goes on the boxes. So that was pretty much what I use to ship out my orders. I do a lot of other things, but that's currently what I'm doing right now to ship out orders. Next thing you want to do is to prepare for your launch. So in order to prepare for your launch, you want to make sure you're taking good quality photos of what you're selling. You want to make sure that your website is in order. You want to make sure that you're getting the word out that, hey, we're about to open. You want to do that through promoting your launch. You want to promote your launch. You want to get on Instagram, get on TikTok, get on any social media platform, start handing out cards, walk around Walmart and hand out business cards saying, hey, we're about to open. If you do nails, or if you know somebody that does nails, go ahead and give them your business cards. My whole thing is starting a new small business. You want to promote yourself as much as possible. Get on these social media platforms and just promote yourself. That's the best way of growing your business at this moment. And that's what I pretty much do when it comes to promoting and growing my business. You want to make sure that you're using email marketing also to prepare for your launch. So have people sign up on your website and have them type in their email. And when they type in their email, when you go through your email marketing platform, they're going to get an email once you send out that mass email saying, hey, we're about to launch. Hey, use code such and such for 10% off on launch day. You want to give them motive. You want to give them a reason to want to shop. So again, promote, promote, promote. So that's pretty much what I did and how I started my nail supply store in a nutshell. I went through a lot of research, a lot of trial and error, and I'm still growing my company as we speak. It's kind of hard to stay motivated when you're not getting the sales you want. It's hard to stay motivated when you're not seeing residual income come in. It's hard to stay motivated, but my thing is keep pushing. You have to stay consistent. Another way to get more sales for your business is staying consistent. Stay consistent posting. Stay consistent with sending out emails. Do sales, do different things to get your business thriving, to get your business going. And at the end of the day, you're doing this because this is something that you want to do. If you do not see sales at that moment, do not give up. You just have to promote a little bit more. You have to get your name out there and everything will go great for you. So guys, that's pretty much going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you like the content in this video, if you have any questions for me, just leave some comments down in the comment box. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am a grown community and I love every single one of you that supports me and that supports my channel. Again, if you have any other topics that you would like for me to talk about, leave some comments down in the comment box below so I can go ahead and get those videos out for you guys. And at the end of the day, you already know what I'm about to say. Stay blessed.
I'm on my way.